Today we're talking about Superior, Arizona. It's a town in a gorgeous landscape that, well, also happens to be facing a major wildfire risk. But this isn't just a story about the danger. It's about the smart, hands-on response that's building a stronger, safer community.
Let's start with a number that'll really stop you in your tracks. 96%. What does that mean? It means that according to the U.S. Forest Service, homes in Superior have a greater wildfire risk than 96% of all other communities in the entire United States. That is a massive, sobering statistic.
Okay, what does a number like that actually mean on the ground? To really get it, we need to look at how the experts measure this kind of threat. And it really boils down to two key things.
Right, so check this out. It's not just one big, scary number. First, you've got that 96th percentile for risk to homes, which we'll break down in just a second. But look at that other bar. Superior is also in the 95th percentile for wildfire likelihood. So it's a double whammy. Not only is the potential damage really high, but the actual chance of a fire starting is also incredibly high compared to the rest of the country.
And this is a really important distinction. Risk to homes isn't just about the odds of a fire. It's a formula, you know? It combines the likelihood of a fire starting with the potential intensity, how hot and fast it would burn if it happened. It's all about consequence. It asks the question, if a fire rolls through here, how bad could it really be for this house?
When you're staring down a risk that serious, you can't just cross your fingers and hope for the best. You've got to have a plan of action. It's not enough to know the numbers. You need a strategy to change them. And thankfully, there is one. So let's get into the official playbook. It's called the Pinal County Community Wildfire Protection Plan, or CWPP for short. And you can think of this as the master plan, the roadmap for the entire region, and that absolutely includes Superior.
And this quote, this really gets to the heart of the whole strategy. The goal isn't to try and get rid of fire completely. That's just not possible in this landscape. The real goal is to adapt, right? To learn how to live with fire by making the community itself tougher and more resilient. It's all about being proactive, not just reactive.
And the plan gets super specific about the problems in Superior. It's like a checklist of dangers. It calls out the Queen Creek corridor as a major pathway for fire. It points to all the flammable vegetation, the fuel that's packed in right next to neighborhoods. We're talking years of old green waste building up, and a ton of dead plants, especially invasive species that are basically just kindling waiting for a spark. And finally, it notes that a lot of homes aren't set up to fire-wise standards.
Okay, so a plan is great, but a plan is just paper. Execution is everything, and this is exactly where the Regenerating Sonora Mitigation Crew comes in. They are the ones turning the words in that county plan into real, tangible action, right there in Superior's backyard.
And their strategy is so methodical. It directly attacks the problems that the county plan identified. They do fire-wise assessments to help homeowners get up to code. They get into those dangerous washes and clear out the brush. They haul away the exact green waste the plan warns about. And they build strategic fuel breaks to defend neighborhoods.
I mean, let's just connect the dots here, because this is so important. The county plan says, hey, the Queen Creek corridor is a huge risk because of all this dead stuff. So what does the crew do? They go right into that corridor and clear out that exact material. They are directly solving one of the biggest problems on the list. And here we go again, another perfect example. The plan flags accumulated fuel loading. That's just a technical way of saying years of old dry plant material piling up. The crew's action, getting in there and physically removing it. See, this isn't just random cleanup. It's a surgical strike on a known hazard that the county experts pointed out.
And when we talk about creating fuel breaks, this is what we mean. Think of it like a defensive line. By clearing out or thinning the vegetation in a strategic area, the crew creates a space where firefighters can actually make a stand. It's designed to slow a fire down, knock its intensity down, and give firefighters a chance to protect the homes right behind them.
So let's bring this all together. What's the bottom line here? What's the real value of all this hard work? Why does it matter so much to the people who call Superior home, and to the officials whose job it is to keep them safe?
Well, for the residents, it's immediate and it's personal.
We're talking about safer homes, a lower risk of fire spreading from neighbor to neighbor, and just a real sense of protection. For county and state officials, this is a huge win. They're seeing their safety plan put directly into action. It achieves the goals of the CWPP, it makes the whole town more resilient, and frankly, it creates a model for how other towns can tackle this exact same problem.
And if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. The work this crew is doing is so much more than just tidying up or landscaping. It is the tactical, on-the-ground execution of a carefully designed, county-approved safety strategy. Every single piece of brush they clear is a box being checked on that official plan.
So this effort is a massive step forward for Superior. It is literally saving property and could one day save lives. But it also brings up a bigger question, one that applies to all of us in fire-prone areas. This kind of mitigation work is essential, but becoming a truly fire-adapted community? Well, that's an ongoing journey. So what does that long-term commitment really look like for Superior and for so many other towns just like it?